Hey peeps, at my FX right here, the prophetic analyst. Is good to be back. So this week we are going to do our usual weekly market focus for the week of the 24th to the 28th. Okay, so starting off, we are going to start off with gold. Okay, just like we always do. We can see how gold has been bullish to bearish scenarios, just like we predicted last week. Okay, so we had some zones here. We had some zones here which we were marking out price to either sell from here, okay, or price to come back to this zone of the 2354 area and a drop. Okay, and even during this period we also took advantage of this break retest and push continuations to the upside on our free Telegram community, which signals were being sent and a lot of people made money through it. Okay, so if you did not watch last week's video, or you think you are copying, here is the video. We are looking for more like a buy sell scenario, okay, for gold to push up to the next level of the 2354 area. Okay, 2354 area, push to the downside. Okay? All right, welcome back. I hope you can see how we predicted the buy to sell scenarios of gold, and a lot of people also made money from this process. All right, on our free Telegram community. So if you are not on our free Telegram community, please do want to smash the subscribe button. Click on the link on the description below to join our free Telegram community. There we drop free signals and also we host free Zoom sessions. Okay, so moving forward for this week, okay, we saw that gold pushed to the upside and also dropped from here, so we are also looking for price an area in which we can also take sales or buys for gold. Okay, so for this week we have something like a trend line. If I place a trend line like so, all right, we have something like a bullish trend line like so on gold, okay, which we have 1 2 3 touch. All right, so this is more like the fourth touch. So what I would love to see on gold happen on gold is we can see a breakout of this area already, okay, of our zone, which has been there for some weeks now. So we would love to see price to break out of that zone, which it has, and a breakout from this trend line, then a retest back to that zone to confirm that price is looking forward to make this zone a strong zone, then a push continuation to our first level, which is the 2296 area, and our second level we can go all the way to the 2258 area, which is our weekly level all the way down there. Okay, so always mark out the zones on your PC or your phones. All right, so you can also take good advantage when price comes into those zones. Okay, so this is actually the zones. We are still very much bearish on gold coming on the on next week, on the weeks coming. Okay, so up next is you can see DXY played out into precision, just like we analyzed for the previous weeks. Okay, price came when price was somewhere around here, somewhere around these highs as at last week analysis. So we were looking for a buy to sell scenarios. We can also see the arrow here in which I placed the price to come into this zone, this gray area in which we had marked, and price to push to the upside. Okay, so this actually played out nicely, just like we anticipated. Price to go to our first level zone, which is our 105 area, before it can continue to the upside. Okay, so if you missed last week's video or you think we are capping, here is the video. I will be looking for more like a sell to buy on the DXY, price to push into this zone, okay, to confirm this zone as a strong level, price to push into that zone, then a push continuations to the upside to the 106. I hope you can see how we predicted DXY into precision for last week. Okay, so here we are going to, for this coming week, okay, nothing much. For this coming week, we are still going to stick to our bullish scenarios. We have zones here that we have marked out, this gray black area. So what we'll be looking for the coming week on the DXY is price to give us a nice push to this support level. All right, to the support level somewhere around here, and a push continuations to the upside, which is the 106 area. Okay, 106 area. So a little bit sales retracement into the zone, then a push continuations to the upside. Okay, this is a very massive move. This is a very massive move that we are looking forward for price to give us on the coming weeks. Okay, so any trades that you are going to take is something that you can swing for a pretty long time, just like for us, myself, which I'm a swing trader, and even scalpers as yourselves. Okay, so always mark out these levels on your PC and make good use advantage of it. Next is Euro USD. For USD also played out into precision, just like we had analyzed. You can see, if you remember last week video, we had the thumbnail for last week video was that of this Euro USD. If you guys can see clearly, okay, that of this Euro USD, that we were looking for price to come into these zones, this first level. That's why you guys can see targets 1, targets 2, them areas, the price to come into this zone, then before we can see that sells or price to either come into this other zone for a drop. Okay, so that's why it's always important to know the way that we trade and know our strategy and areas in which you should trade. Okay, I also have free videos here in which you can look watch and see how you can learn how to trade off key levels or plot key levels. Okay, because you can see how price came into this area. All right, how price came into this area and respected this area, and a drop started happening there. Even though price had to push to the upside and come to this area, it would still respect that area for us, and drops will start happening from there. Okay, so this is why it's essential to learn how we trade. And if you want to learn how we trade or trade like us, you can join our mentorship and get started from there. Okay, so for Euro USD, you can see how price has respected our zone, a buy, you wanted a buy to sell scenarios. So if you did not see our last week video, or you think we are capping, here is the video. Go for price to come back, respect this key level, this major key level, then come all the way to the 1.06 area, or it can go all the way to the 1.00 area. Okay, these two levels, bearishness. I hope you can see how we predicted Euro USD into precision. Price came into this area, respected this, but we were looking for price to go all the way to the downside. We also sent signals for Euro USD. Okay, so which I'm going to add it somewhere around on this video for you guys to see. So we are still on these sales on Euro USD, swinging it over the weekend. So what I will even do here, I will even extend my take profits for the coming week to this zone. Okay, almost a 1:2.55. Okay, to this zone for price to come to that area. So we are still very much bearish on Euro USD. Okay, for the coming weeks, how are we going to take advantage of Euro USD for the coming weeks? So this is what we are going to do on Euro USD. I'm going to mark out a little bit of minor zone, a little bit minor zone here, like so. All right, so we can have a lower time frame. All right, we may not have time to go all the way to the lower time frame, but this is a 4-hour time frame. You can go to your 1 hour 15 minutes and so. If you see a pullback into the zone, okay, you can take the sales to the first level 1.065 area, then you can go all the way to our weekly support level here, which is the 1.06 area. Okay, one zone after the other. From this zone, okay, a break, retest on that key level, a minor key level, then we can go all the way to the downside. Okay, so that's actually my take on Euro USD. Up next is GDP USD. All right, GDP USD has been a very nice trade for us. We took these buys, though price had to retrace back and took us out of break even. All right, before price also started to sell from this same zone, almost close to the zone. It was a little bit shy away. Let me zoom out for you guys to see. All right, price was a little bit shy away off the zone that we were to sell, but we knew that price is going to give us that nice bearish sales for GDP USD. So what are we going to do now for our coming weeks? Okay, for the coming weeks, we are looking for price to come back to respect these levels. Okay, this little level in which I'm marking out right now. Okay, for price to push into this area. All right, price can retest there. Okay, on the higher time frame, or either just push all the way to the downside, then we can sell all the way to 1.2599 area, then we can go all the way down here to 1.2530, which is our weekly key level to the downside. Okay, so that's actually our outlook for GDP USD. We are still very much bearish on GDP USD. Up next is USDJPY. USDJPY has been one of the best trades that we have had so far for the past 2 months. Okay, USDJPY and Euro USD have been swinging USDJPY from all the way from since May. all the way since down here. I've been holding like 2% of my swings since May, all the way since the first week of May, all the way from down here. We have seen the trades that we took, 1, 2, 3 trades, but we also had a trade here, but I did not join on that trade. All right, we have had like 4 wins on a stretch on USDJPY. So this is why it's necessary you join our free Telegram community, because these signals were also being sent out on the free general group, which I'm going to add it somewhere around this video. Okay, so you can see these levels here for USDJPY. Last week we predicted price to push all the way from this area all the way to the upside. Why was this very much easy for us? Because we know, when we understand correlations, okay, price correlation with the DXY, if we were looking for bullishness on the DXY, which we did, you should be also seeing bullishness on USDJPY. So hence why this trade or USDJPY has been a very easy trade for us for the past few months, okay, for like 2 months now, which is almost 6 weeks plus, okay, 6 to 7 weeks plus of swinging USDJPY and just adding on positions like so. So like this one I'm having here, I would also be swinging it for the longest period of time. Okay, so if you missed last week's video or you did not see how we predicted this price into precision, here is the video. Okay, so we are looking for price to continue pushing up to the one, right, up to the 159 area, which is the blue line up there, or bullish continuation for USD JPY. I hope you can see how we predicted USD JPY into precision. Price came into this zone, and our next level target was our 159 area, just like mentioned on our previous video. So where is the next level or next zone that we are going to look for on the coming weeks? Okay, so I would want to see some little retracement. All right, we may have some little retracement, maybe to this phase zone, then a push continuations to the upside. All right, a push continuations to the upside, or price to come back. All right, this is more like a support level, like so. Let me mark out, let me put a line there. Okay, price to come into this level and a push continuations to the upside, maybe to the 106 area, or price to come give us a deeper retracement to our 1558 area, then a push continuations to the 106 area to the upside. Okay, so these are actually the two zones for bullish scenarios on USDJPY. We are still very much bullish on the USDJPY. Up next is AUDUSD. For AUDUSD, last week actually we had two zones here. The first zone, we were looking for price to sales from here, and our second zone was for price to sales from here. And so if you did not watch last week's video, you can revisit it, okay, but we don't have time to be going back to them. Okay, so what we'll be doing for last week, that's why it's very important you always mark out your zones, okay, extend these zones because they are still very much valid in the coming weeks. Okay, so what are we looking out for on AUDUSD is a more bearishness, okay, more bearishness to first level target 10659 area, then our second level target 106,597 area. Okay, so you can use your strategy or our strategy anyhow you want to use to make these entries. Okay, scale down to a lower time frame. I can see some minor key levels somewhere around inside here. Okay, then you can use to sell all the way to the downside. Okay, so that's it for AUDUSD. Up next is NZDUSD. NZDUSD is a very a kind of setup, okay, which I'm actually looking forward to take, okay, for the coming weeks. But let's go to the daily time frame for you guys to see what I'm saying. If you look inside the daily time frame here, you can see price is creating a divergence, okay, more like a divergence on the daily time frame. Okay, more like a divergence on the daily time frame. If you don't know what divergence are, all right, you can watch our videos, other videos on YouTube. I've spoken about divergence. I have a complete free video for divergence. Okay, but also I always speak about, in every divergence you always have, every divergence is a preceding head and shoulders. Okay, so let me show you guys like so. All right, we can see our left shoulder here, okay, our head here, and here we now have our right shoulders. Okay, a lot of you may not be able to see this, but only when you master the craft of trading and spotting chart patterns, you'll be able to spot these things real good. Okay, so I believe now you can see the left, the right, the head and shoulders. Okay, let me draw it like so. You can see now. So all what we have entry setups for our head and shoulders. So all what we need is price to break the support here on a bigger time frame, retest and push continuations to 0.60 area, which is this zone like so. So that is what we'll actually be looking for on NZD USD. Let's see if there are minor levels on the lower time frame. We can take the sales. Okay, it's just better we stick to the higher time frame for me, because I have other A setups that I'll be taking. Okay, so if price is able to clear this, okay, this support level, retest there and a push continuations to a 0.60 level. Okay, that's actually on a bigger picture. Trading is all about patience. You have to be patient for price to play out. Okay, don't rush to take trades. Wait for your entry setups and confirmations to play out before you click that buy or sells button. Okay, so up next is gold. If you don't do gold, it won't be complete. Okay, so I've been predicting the bearishness on gold for a pretty long time, even on our free Telegram community, our free Zoom sessions that I do host with on the free general group. Okay, so we have been predicting this bearishness. I took this bearishness all the way from the upside here, and I'm still very much bearish, and nothing is making me close these sales of Bitcoin, okay, BTC USD. So I'm still very much bearish. I did not actually mark out my levels real good, okay, and I wasn't on PC. I would have been able to get these sales from here, all right. So but we did not have that sales, so I'm still very much swinging from the upside all the way here, but we are still looking for more bearishness on the BTC to the downside. So our next level target for BTC is 61k. All right, 61k, then we can go all the way to 59k and all the way down. Okay, so one level after the other. All right, so how can you take advantage of this? If you see a little lower time frame break and retest on these same levels, then you can sell Bitcoin all the way to our 60k, 69k zone. Okay, so you can mark out these levels on your PC, on your phone, to see how they also play out. Okay, so that's it for this week, guys. And if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, please do to smash the subscribe button. And if you love this kind of content that we do, all right, and there are other forex educational content you love us to create for you guys, please drop it on the comment section. And also, if you are seeing same thing that I'm seeing on all these analysis we have done or something different, you can also drop it on the comment section. Let's also share ideas and know what you also feel for trade for the price to do on the coming weeks. Okay, so you can also follow me on Twitter at admire_fx, and keep sharing our videos, and see you guys next week. Guys.